All right, so let's talk about the Casio W86. As someone with a small wrist, some might say the size of a popsicle. But anyway, I've owned this watch. Let me zoom in. I'm getting look, my wrist is looking way too small. I've owned this watch for over 10 months. One of the first watches, not the first, but one of the first that I bought. And I wanted to share 3 pros, 2 cons, and just some general comments on this particular watch. By the way, just for reference, my wrist is 6¼ inch or 16 centimeters, and my wrist width or wrist table, basically from here to here, because that's what I look at when I look at my watch, that's the distance right here, is roughly 2 inches. All right, but let's talk about the boring stuff, dimensions. Okay, so this is the dimensions that I measured. They're approximate, I guess you could say. So from the top to the bottom, from 12 to 6, I got 30 millimeters. And from lug to lug, I got 38. And from left to right, or 9 to 3, I got 36 millimeters. In terms of the strap, not the actual lugs, but the strap measures out here at 23 and it tapers down here to about 16 millimeters. But more importantly, why did I buy this watch? It's pretty simple. It's not the F91W. See, the thing is, I wanted the look, the digital look with the resin band. I wanted that look of the F91W, but I didn't want to have to make, well, a lot of concessions for that watch, particularly when it comes to the light. I remember when I used to have the F91W as a little kid, the light was horrible because it'd come off the side and you couldn't actually read it. But this light, oh, so much better. But I will talk about that later. So let's talk about pro number 1. It's light. Now, I'm not talking about the lightness of it. I'm talking about that EL light. Oh, it's so good. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can show you. Oh, how good is that? I mean, seriously, this is in pitch black. Oh, how good is that light? Oh, it's so nice. Okay, let me turn the light back on. Now, having a light for a watch like this is important to me. Maybe it's not a big deal to everybody else, but it is important to me because I need to know what the time is in the middle of the night when it's dark. I got young kids. Sometimes they wake up in the middle of the night and I'm in a daze and I have no idea what time it is. I want to know, like, is it 12 o'clock or is it 3 o'clock in the morning? It's important for me to know that. And I need to watch that, boom, it just, can't see anymore, but I needed to watch that. I can tell what time is very easy and it lights up the entire screen. I love this light. I wish that they put it in more watches. I don't know why they stopped or they don't anymore, but this EL light, man, it is great. Okay, and pro number 2, it is the water resistance. Water resistance. Now the thing is, I don't normally care about water resistance. If I'm gonna go swimming, I'm gonna wear a dive watch. But with this watch, because it is my home watch, I wear it around at home, it's really great. I don't have to worry about it when I do the dishes, and I don't have to worry about it when I am giving the kids a bath. And yeah, 25 meters versus 50 meters, I don't know the exact science. I haven't done, exact tests. I'm sure it's on YouTube. But with 50 meters of water resist, I just feel a whole lot better. All right, and pro number 3, it's the weight of this watch. Now again, not to be confused with the light, it is a light watch. I love the fact that when I wear this, it doesn't really feel like I'm wearing a watch. Again, this is my most worn watch. I got some other watches, but this one is the one that I wear the most. Again, I guess you can call it the dad watch. But to me, this, in terms of weight, it's amazing. I sleep with a watch. I never used to do that before, but when you got kids, especially young kids, I gotta know the time. So I have to sleep with a watch, and I need to be able to tell what time it is at night for them mostly. But when it comes to a watch, I don't want something that's bulky. I don't want to feel it when I'm sleeping. It's so light. I love it. It's not something that weighs my wrist down. I don't have to worry about knocking the kids out in case they run into my hand or, it's gonna catch on anything. It's really light and yeah, it feels great. But not all is good in paradise, and honestly, it was quite hard for me to think of some cons. But con number 1, is the color. I don't know when this watch first came out, but if you take a look at the watch face, it's like this teal color. And I wish it was more neutral, or I wish they came out with different colors for this particular watch. Maybe back in the 90s, yeah, teal and magenta, those were the, those were the colors back then. Wish it was more neutral, maybe a nice gray, or heck, even blue. I'd take blue, or all black would be sweet, or it's just the watch face. I'm like, it stands out so much in teal. I wish they had a different color. All right, and second con number 2, availability. You can read that, right? So I heard this watch is out of production, and it's actually quite difficult to find. I wish it was more readily available. I think I have to order it from the UK, and it's about 40 bucks now if you order it online. When I heard that this watch is hard to get, and not in like a rare collector's way, but just they don't make it anymore, I was really tempted to just buy like 2 or 3 of them, because man, this watch is I think it's great. And I will be very sad if one day I can't find this watch if I need it. I'm gonna replace the battery when it becomes time to replace it. I think it's that good. This is definitely a lifetime keeper. If other than when it gets smashed, I'm gonna keep this watch probably for the rest of my life if I can. But I wish that it was more readily available here, which would then bring the price down from $40 to maybe in the 20-25 range. But let me say, as someone with a small wrist, I think proportionally it looks great. I think this is my perfect watch, which I know it seems ridiculous as a watch collector. Oh, you should just stop buying watches. But this is my most worn watch because I wear it at home, I wear it to sleep. It has all the features that I could need as a dad. Again, the light is huge, it's light. So many good things about this watch. It has a nostalgia feel, so it gives you the good feelings, and a lot of great features in this watch. But again, I'd highly recommend this watch to basically anyone, but especially if you got a smaller wrist. Watch looks good, square shape. Yeah, pretty much just a really awesome watch. All right, well, thanks for watching.